Ladies and gentlemen, we are of the people, and today is Throw Up Thursday. And one of the Republican thought leaders has joined us, Jay the Republican. Hello, Jay.
Hello, Robert. Hi, Ericka. It's
Hello,
a pleasure to be on this show.
Absolutely, and you missed the lead-in, and we were just talking about you. Actually, that's not true. We were talking, so we decided to also have a darker perspective here.
All right.
But what we wanted to know, since you are a Republican thought leader, and I'm not sure that bodes well for the Republican Party, but, you know, since you're a Republican thought leader, what are the thoughts for today that we need to chew on?
I think Throw Up Thursday is all about things that happened in the past week that have just made me sick. And so having attended the convention in Wisconsin earlier this week, I wanted to reflect a little bit on what made me a little bit ill while I was there. Not to mention I got a little bit ill on the fly home, but at the convention itself. I was extremely fortunate that I had not a front row seat, but I was in the fourth row, and I was sitting with some congressional members of Congress that
no names
had some very interesting reactions. So if you go back to watch the video, every time they cut to Brett Baier, you see my photo there. I'm in the background.
Oh.
But what I really want to talk about was someone named ViFake. I mean, we need to really look at, he's really trying to get us to understand how to pronounce his name. Everybody says Vivek, a lot of different names. But he finally came out and really tried to help us. So what he said is, it's V, and it rhymes with cake. Well, I think it also rhymes with fake. So to remember how to pronounce his name properly, pronounce it ViFake. It's very close to how he wants to pronounce Vivek, but it's ViFake. Here's a guy who comes and interrupts what is a very, very important debate. Here we have 8 people on the debate stage, and he's trying to dominate the time. Here's someone with no experience, someone who doesn't vote, someone who's has not been involved in public politics ever. But now he comes out of nowhere because he has money. And he comes out with an opening line of, I'm the only one up here that hasn't been bought and paid for. Well, the fact is, you paid for your microphone. You came with your own money, and however you raised it, you are now using it to make a name for yourself. Apparently, your year and a half, 2 years of being a stand-up comic didn't really work for you. So now you're trying to put us another stage show. It appeared to me that while all the other candidates were running for president, you're running for a primetime spot on Saturday Night Live.
Mm.
This is not comedy. This is important. And what you've done is you've taken up time on the national stage away from people who have experience. So one of the things I really wanted to say is he's on here. His answers about Ukraine, his answers about not supporting our allies in Israel, the only democracy in the Middle East, about giving up on Taiwan, basically saying, well, China, take it back. We don't care. This is a man who is dangerous. So we need to make sure that he is taken off the debate. The highlight of the debate for me was when Nikki Haley slapped him down. Here was someone who knows what it's like to be a mother and spanked a kid that needed to be spanked at the time. I wish at that particular point they would have stopped the debate. They would have said, okay, ViFake.
Change his diapers?
No, ViFake, go to your room.
Right.
You need to leave the stage now. Go to your room and no internet for a week. So here's a guy who, what's he going to do? He's going to become president. He's going to bring people in. What's he going to do for Secretary of State? Is he going to bring in somebody who last month was part of some Tide Pod, chewing demonstration?
Oh,
we don't need him in his ilk running this country. It's too dangerous. It's not a time. He's out there saying, well, I'm the next Donald Trump. We already have Donald Trump. We don't need 2.0 for someone who has no experience, somebody who doesn't vote, someone who's up there just name calling.
Did he say he doesn't vote? Is that something
he's voted
said?
Twice in his life. He's 38 years old. He didn't even vote for Donald Trump. So you want to be just like Donald Trump? It would have been great to at least voted for him. So that's my rant of the week. We need to take these debates, and they need to be serious because there were 7 other candidates there that had experience. They had knowledge on the issues, and here he was making jokes, waving his arms, trying to hit people with his hands that are next to him. You have to move the podiums further apart because he's trying to own the whole stage. He was a failure.
Did you see?
He ruined the debate, and there is no reason for anyone to be supporting him.
Did you see him putting his hand, like when somebody else was talking, he put his hand out so that he was in the other person's frame on television? It was like, are you doing that on purpose? Do you know that your hand is in the television frame right now?
Of course,
the person speaking.
Wait a minute. You know he's a teacher, right?
You know
he's a teacher?
What?
Well, I mean, so it's Ramaswamy, right? Swami means teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right? So, come on, I had to go there after the VFake thing, right?
What he really wanted to do was he wanted to interrupt everyone. He wanted the most. As it ended up, Mike Pence had the most airtime, but he was trying to dominate the screen any way and every way he can, and he was doing a bad imitation. He is not Donald Trump, even though he wants to be. So that.